Ciao familia, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Chiara if you don't know me, and today we're going to be looking at 5 things that have helped me change my glute growth. That really made an impact in growing my glutes. So I'm going to be sharing 5 secrets with you today. Make sure you like and subscribe so you never miss any content like this. If you want me to help you one-on-one, link down below for online coaching when I can help you every single step of the way achieve all your goals. Also, if you're enjoying this set is from T. This is from their new framework collection. I'm wearing both size small for the leggings and the top, so make sure you check them out if you like the color. Now it's summer, so nice and bright. But anyway, without any further ado, let's talk about the bunda now, and 5 tips that I'm going to share with you. Tip number 1, one mistake that I actually made, and that was something that I didn't realize when I started my fitness journey. I used to eat randomly. I used to just go to the gym, train really hard, right? And for the first year or 2, I didn't really make much gains. So I didn't really see much progress. Why? Because my diet was literally all over the place. I never used to track my food. I used to think I was eating enough because, I was having 3 meals a day and 1 snack. Can you believe it that even so I was having 3 meals and 1 snack, I was still under eating? Or I was not eating the right amount of calories that I needed to build muscle? That's one of the mistakes, and that's one of the things that actually helped me change my glute gains is, of course, trying to hit my protein goal, tracking my food, and actually knowing that I will reach and I will eat a good amount of calories. Because before I used to say, oh yeah, I eat a lot already, so it's fine, I don't need to track. And when I actually tracked for the first time ever, I was considerably under the amount of protein goal that I needed, and also I wasn't consuming near enough the calories that I needed to build the juicy bunda. Now, that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 comes with something really important that changed my glute shape, okay? Because a lot of people start squatting, deadlifting, hip thrusting as well, as a matter of fact. But actually, they don't actually include isolation exercises. And a lot of people actually notice, you'll notice as well, that when I'm from the side, can you see that I've got a really nice curve that goes like that? That is the top glute, like a sort of like shelf area. I don't know if you can really see it. But a lot of people always say, oh my God, you've got such a nice, like it goes like that. Do you know what I mean? I have a nice top area of my glute, like a curve at the top of my glute. And this is because I've always, since I started my glute journey, I've always included banded or isolation exercises, which I'll show you in a minute. Follow me and I'll show you what these are, okay? Okay, we ready to roll?
Yeah.
Let's put this in. Okay, so I've always, since actually weirdly enough, I've always been interested by these kind of movements, isolation movements, which I also and always do at the end of my workouts. And I've done them since day 1 of my training, which really helped me shape that shelf that I told you before. So things like, for example, that I've always done, cable exercises, always included them, especially the side kick where you will twist your foot at a 45-degree angle and kick to the side. Really targets the top glute area. But you guys, even if you look at my old workout videos, glute workout videos, because I've done loads, you will see me that even with activation, let's get the band out. Cool. I used to always activate my glutes, right? So I always included exercises like 5 hydrants. I'll just do it quickly on the floor so you see what I'm talking about. But do you remember the nice OG 5 hydrants? Things like that I've always included, and I feel like they really helped me shape up my top glute area, because squats, deadlifts, hip thrusts and all these things, they're great to build the bottom area, okay, which help you with the bottom part of your glutes, but what about the top? I've always done that. Third tip that will help you change your glute gain is always, and this is something that I've always done, again, since day one of my training, is always make sure you include one sort of unilateral exercise. I'm whispering here because I don't want all the people in here to know my secrets. Only you, YouTube, for me, you know, only you. Because it's just the secret, all the secrets between you and me. That's why you need to subscribe, because you know all the secrets. So just say, no one else will know apart from me and you. You know what I mean? So unilateral exercises, which means unilateral single leg movements. Now, I don't do them every single time I train glutes, but I'll do at least once a week. So let's say you train glutes or legs twice a week. One of these days, choose one that you will include at least one form of unilateral movement. And why? Unilateral movements are great. First of all, because they help you also isolate one side at a time. Okay, really focus on one cheek at a time, really focus on that. And also for glute imbalances, you know, when sometimes you've got one side that is smaller or stronger than the other, that's why you need unilateral exercises. So I'll show you my favorite ones that I've been doing since day one. Let's go. So if you're an OG and you see this thing on the floor, you'll actually know what's going on. It's a Bulgarian split squats from here. This actually variation, it's an OG that I've been doing for years and years, and I just used to do it once a week. And I still do Bulgarian split squats only once a week. For those people that are new, I'll show you what my first ever variation of Bulgarian split squats were. Included a bosu ball. When I go heavy, this is obviously just a demonstration, but when I go heavy, I also put a bench just behind it, which prevents the ball from sliding away, if it makes sense. But this was what I used to do. So I had my foot elevated on the plate, right? And the other one on the bosu ball, and I just used to go down, slightly leaning forward and up, down and up. So I used to do this all the time, and I actually even got up to 100 kilos with this in one leg with this exercise. But then I kind of not graduated, but then I kind of included other variations of single leg split squats. Now I like to do either the deficit reverse lunge, where I actually have a plate on top of me. I use like a 20 kg plate, and then I have the barbell, so free barbell, and then I descend down and up, down and up, just to work on my balance a little bit more. Or sometimes I do this variation nowadays of Bulgarian split squats, which by the way are quite easy even for beginners to perform. Should be a bar pad. No, there isn't. Where's the bar pad? We found it from here. So you just place a bar pad here. This is a fairly easy variation. It's also more comfortable because I feel like your foot sometimes is so uncomfortable on the bench, whereas with this one, your foot can move freely. You know what I mean? So all I do, I literally just put my foot there. I usually have 2 dumbbells, right? And I just go down and up, down and up. So I would always recommend including, that's a tip number 3 for you, to include at least one unilateral movement into your training. Really, really good. Now, tip number 4. Tip number 4. Oh, by the way, don't use this pad for doing squats. I know that it sounds comfortable for me, yeah, but this will put your neck in a very uncomfortable position. So just get rid of this and don't squat with this. So tip number 4. This is the most important thing, and I've spoken about it so much. Progressive overload for me, and that's what really helped me grow my glutes, and I'll tell you how. So involuntarily, so when I first started my journey, right, I didn't know much about fitness, obviously because I just started. It was like 8 years ago. When I first stepped into a gym, I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I was a beginner like you, right? But my focus has always been to be stronger. Like, I've always stepped into a gym not just to grow my glutes. My primarily goal was I want to be stronger because I used to be so skinny. You guys used to struggle with an eating disorder, right? So for me, it was building strength and making sure I could become a little bit stronger. So I've always, when I was exercising and doing the same workout, I always wanted to add more weight into the squat rack, for example, or any exercise. So that's what helped me. That's progressive overload, basically striving to become better with your lifts. And the only way you do this is by repeating the same lifts. You can't change workout every single time. Because if you keep changing, one day you do squat, the other day you do deadlift, the other day you do another silly variation, you will never be able to get stronger or get better at that movement if you don't keep repeating it. So when I first started my journey, I remember I used to start with squats. And first of all, I started with the Smith machine, I remember, and I didn't know much how to squat, but the Smith machine could guide me through a squat, and I feel like I felt much more comfortable. But yeah, the first time I only did it like this, with no weight. And then in 1 or 2 weeks' time, I started adding 5 kilos on each side. Because I was really skinny, like really, really skinny, really weak myself. So I had to build it really slowly, you know. So started with 10 kilos overall. Okay, and once I got more comfortable, I started adding more weight. And I started doing these with all my lifts. And this is, guys, this is progressive overload because, yes, I would also add weight, but one key thing is, apart from adding weight, you need to be able to do the exercise comfortably. If the exercise hurts you, if you feel it in your lower back, for example, you can't keep adding weight. That's just normal. So I was looking before adding weight, always to make sure I will get the exercise right, I will feel it in my glutes, no pain, it was pain-free, I felt good. And once I was ready, and I said, yes, really got these exercises. I got the right amount of reps. Let's add more weight now. And when I got to a point where I started going really heavy, these magical plates, 2.5s, 2.5 on each side, it feels like it's nothing because it's not that much of a difference. It's only 5 kilos plus. But these are game changers as well because they still add more weight. Even if it's just 2.5 on each side or even 1.25 on each side, it's still weight, okay, that you're progressing up. And this is what made me make gains as well. Now, last but not least, let me get rid of this first and I'll tell you the last tip, which is also the most important one. So, last tip that... Hi, David! Hi, David! So, last tip that really helped me grow my glutes was, and that's one thing that I've always done, listen to your body. What does it mean? You obviously watch my videos, right? That's why obviously we're here together today now. You watch other people's videos. Maybe you see someone doing a workout, you try to copy it, right? Which is normal. When you don't really know what to do, I actually think that you should be doing that as well. Try it out. But one thing that I always say to my clients, and I say to you as well, for me, is that just because I find one exercise great, chef kiss, amazing, it doesn't mean that you're gonna find it chef kiss or amazing. What does it mean? I'll give you a practical example. I love RDLs. Like, you know RDLs? I'll just do them like very quickly. I'll do it with the dumbbells, just for like practicality. RDLs are these, right? So you stop here and up, here and up, right? And I find them amazing in my glutes. Like I can feel them really in my glutes. But some girls don't like them, right? They actually prefer sumo deadlifts or conventional deadlifts, and that's totally fine. Like everyone's genetics will always impact the way you feel an exercise. And one thing that I've always done with my own program, and I do with my clients' programs as well, is I always ask myself, okay, fair enough, I'm trying to squat or this exercise that I got prescribed, but do I really feel it in my glutes or do I not? If I don't feel it in my glutes, and what I've always done in the past, I won't do it. I'll find another variation. I'll try maybe to change my foot positioning, to do a different variation, a different exercise, and always did exercises that I really felt in my glutes. And that's what I do with my clients. I help them find out. I give them a program and I ask them, how do you feel this workout? Yes, great, I feel it in my glutes. But some of them, they might say, oh, I actually don't feel this exercise in my glutes. So I'll give them a different variation of an exercise. Because this is all about you. Your body is never going to be the same as mine or as somebody else. We're all different. And it's really important you actually learn how to listen to your body. Because even for pain, right? Your body will tell you, if you're doing an exercise wrong, it will tell you, oh no, my lower back is hurting. It's already speaking to you, and I'm always listening to my body. If while doing an exercise, my back hurt, or my knees would hurt, or something would feel uncomfortable, I won't keep doing it because I'll listen to my body, and that's the most important tip that I'm sharing with you today. Listen to your body. Anyway, familia, I hope you enjoyed this video and you found this useful. I shared really valuable tips with you that really helped me grow my bunda. So I hope this helped you, and as always, you always have the option for me to help you one-on-one, link in the description below. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time with another video.